That nigga hot. Lord Jesus. Yeah, cause he thought he was gonna get a discount to triple, which my fucking AVP told him, but it's not triple. Now I got a client request. Hold on, I gotta answer this too. Let me see if my stream up, but fuck. Nah, nah, I gotta take care of this real quick. It ain't. I just gotta make sure I respond to this shit. Let them know it's taken care of. But he is pissed. Oh, ah.
from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. Today, an early season non-conference showdown here on EA Sports College Football, hitting the SEC against the Big Ten. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas
my bad. I had to talk to Mom Dukes. Motherfucking arm been tingling still. I think I pinched a nerve or something, man.
So much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
It is? I thought I turned that shit off. Can I turn it off right now?
The Longhorns will kick off first, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for a gap. It's Marshall. Got a little grass. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They're going to ride this running back. He breaks a tackle. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Here's Carr to throw. Finds his big tight end. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded, you were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
Splits the uprights. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Wilson on the carry. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it. He has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Direct snap. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The Longhorns will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work.
You're just trying to change the ebb and flow of the game. You're trying to get some of this momentum back, so you go fake punt, and you can't get it executed. It just backfires in their face.
They're testing the right side here. There's a little room there. Into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And the extra point is good. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll run it with Wilson. Picks up the first down. All by himself down the middle. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And he added the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Running to Green. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he won't make it to the marker, stonewalled for the 2nd straight play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Wilson on the carry. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's a statement by the defense. Offense is trying to get physical. They're running power. They're pulling the backside guard, and you blow the play up in the backfield for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He might want another play. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage, great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
Punt is on its way. He'll take it on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They'll leave it with the lone back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Carr fires to the wideout. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. A full dive to haul that one in.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Could be an alley. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, and getting in for the long touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. Rushes on him. Finds his man. Running wide open down the gut of the field. The 10. And he scores. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to the run. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll go with a direct snap. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Just needs a crack to get a return. He gets a block. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. The give to the right. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing. Carr. Good timing on the quick out. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Takes the ball inside the 30-yard line. It'll be enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 29.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like stopping the run game. Like they continue to have success and have success now on this 3rd down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
Carr on play action. Fires to the big fella. First catch of the season and his career for this freshman tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
All right, offense, it's got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Carr fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
And it's right down the boulevard. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy. What a nice stop here.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The run inside. It's Wilson. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their third timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Trying to beat the D deep. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Got room at the, maybe a crease. He's at the 40, the 20, inside the touchdown, Longhorn. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. That's his third touchdown of the game. He just has 4 now on the season.
Man, a lot of times you see the way people close halves, the way people close games goes so far in determining who wins. Nice execution by this offense late in the first half. Now they're just an extra point away from having the lead going into halftime.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin our coverage with Alabama taking on the number 3 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Crimson Tide getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They'll run it on the counter. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. And he's now over 150 yards, and burnt orange is leaving scorched earth on the ground.
Just burning them up, man. Just keep feeding him the rock. This is a guy that you 100% know exactly what you're going to get, and you're going to get great production like great Texas running backs of old.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Wilson. Turns it on at midfield. Might have a chance. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
This play works for one reason. You toss the ball quickly to the left, receivers have to block. Once that running back gets on the perimeter, you're going nowhere if those receivers aren't committed to getting on those DBs, locking on them, running their feet. That's not their first priority. I know they're going to catch the ball more than they're going to block. Nice job blocking on that toss.
A first down for the offense. Throwing, Carr. That's caught. It's Fowler.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
That last connection left him a little short of the first down, but in perfect spot to attack on second and short. Running inside, it's Marshall. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Here's Carr to throw. It's complete on the right side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Tries to take the top off. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And they did tack on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll move the tight end. Give to the running back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Carr above the noise. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Wilson on the carry. Ball down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Trying the left side. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback making adjustments. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They go right back to it. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line, well within field goal range, but let's see what they do on this fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He's got great speed, and he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Carr. Got his man on the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And it's not a surprise so far in how this game is unfolding. Like, they're going to continue to feature this dude. Like, 3rd downs, get him the football. Shoot, 1st downs, you're going to get him the football. Had a good start to this football game, and I expect we're going to continue to hear his name over and over in this one.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Handoff to the single running back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and long. Throwing, Carr. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Here he goes. 10. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the 2nd time in this game they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
He'll bring it out. It's Barres. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
They'll go right back to him. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. Direct snap. It's Marshall. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. After their defense slammed the door shut, now the finishing touches can be put on this one. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He'll run it again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
He'll do it himself. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Finding some room. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Wilson. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
He wants a big play here late. Upstairs to make the catch. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Here's Carr to throw. It's complete. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Going to the run, it's Marshall. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Michigan! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Handoff to the single back. Breaks into the open. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.